Here's a simple question that will help you reflect on the quality of your life. In your social environment, do you feel worthless and like a nobody, or you feel loved and cherished? Whatever comes to you in the moment is a reflection of your quality of life. Hi, I'm Kashika Gulati, a counseling psychologist, and in this video, you'll learn how to live a fulfilling life where your relationships are satisfactory and full of love. So, if I were to ask you, can you count the number of people that you can lean on, that you can talk to, and maybe just not talk to and just be around when you want? That says a lot about your life, the life that you are living. Even if you have the best of financial resources and the best of business and the best of materialistic things out there, if your relationships aren't satisfying, aren't cherishing, aren't loving in nature, it won't give you the fulfilling life that you want for yourself. It may leave you with the feeling of that void that you may experience a lot of times, that even with the best of resources, I don't have something that makes me feel happy within. And if that's what you are experiencing, trust me, this is the video for you. One thing that you need to do with all the busyness, with all the distractions, and with all the stimulus around you is unplug from social media and really spend time with your close people, be it your friends, be it your family. And when you do that, you really prioritize that. You may decide the frequency yourself, whether you want to do that once in few months, once in a week, whatever works for you and the other person. A lot of times what happens in relationships is that with a lot of people, they say that I am the kind of person who only talks to people once in, say, a year and still feel close to. But the other person could be the kind of person who likes to keep in touch, who likes to know what the other person is going through, what the other person is experiencing, and also share what they want. So trying to understand what the other person also wants, apart from the kind of person you are, what you want, and trying to reach a middle ground is what will keep the ship afloat. So you need to understand your needs and the needs of the other person as well, and see what the middle ground is for you. If both of you have very, very different needs, what is it that you can communicate and decide upon for each other, so that none of you feels unloved, none of you feels unchosen, and none of you feels like discontinuing the relationship just because you do not feel valued or chosen. Another thing, the second thing that you can do to have fulfilling relationships is work on your relationship with yourself. Trust me, that's the most important relationship you can have. You'll have a million triggers in your every relationship, but if you do not understand what is your need, what is it that you want, what is it that you need to communicate to the other person, and be aware of yourself, till the time you aren't able to figure these things out, none of your relationships will feel satisfying, because there will be some lack. And there always is some or the other. Having a lack is not a problem, but not knowing that there's a lack and blaming the other person for the lack becomes the problem. So see how comfortable you are in spending time with yourself, in going on dates with yourself, and just being by yourself without your phone and without any digital media around you. Work on your relationship with yourself. Just be with yourself, read for that matter, sit and do nothing, or just indulge in any of your hobbies, so that you can have a better relationship with yourself. The third thing that you can do is love others the way they feel loved and not the way you give love. Maybe your love language is giving gifts, but for the other person, their love language is words of affirmation. That is you telling them that you love them, that you are there for them. But what you are doing to express your love is just giving them gifts. So everyone receives and gives love in very, very different ways. Understand how the other person receives love, so that when you give it to them, it doesn't feel like there's no love. Love shouldn't be questioned, because when it is there, it becomes a very uncomfortable thing to explain to someone that you love them and see them feeling unloved in the relationship when you know that you love them. So understand what your friend, or how your family receives love, how the other person receives love. Ask them and give it to them like that, or maybe tell them that this is my way of expressing love. So when I do this, I'd feel amazing if you also understand that this is how I give love. And again, come to a middle point. What is it that you can do for them to make them feel loved, and what is it that they can do better to make you feel loved? Understand each other and communicate that to each other, and trust me, there won't be anything more fulfilling than a relationship where both the people are aware and amazing at communication as well. Fourth thing that you can do is come from the place of authenticity. In relationships, a lot of triggers come up. You realize a lot of things about yourself, about the other person as well. But when you are trying to please the other person, or just walking on eggshells around them just so they don't feel hurt, or the other person does that, something gets lost, the authenticity gets lost. So having those boundaries coming from the place of authenticity and love is very important in any and every relationship. When you feel like this is something that you cannot give at the moment, communicate that rather than sacrificing your own needs at that point just so the other person feels happy. If it's really a nurturing and understanding relationship, the other person will understand. And if they do not, it's okay to give them the time to understand. And if they do not, over a period of time, you'll know if this is the relationship that is serving you, or maybe the kind that you need to let go with time. So follow these four things and let me know in the comments below how they work for you. Thank you for watching.